We live in a world that can't stop talking. From the moment we wake up, we're bombarded by a cacophony of voices. Society treats talking as the default state of being alive. Because of this, we tend to view the intensely quiet person with a mix of suspicion and curiosity. We label them. We assume they're arrogant, judging everyone from a pedestal of silence. Or we assume they're broken, paralyzed by an agonizing fear of human connection. But psychology tells a vastly different story. Silence is rarely empty. In fact, for those who rarely speak, the mind is often the loudest room in the house. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the psychology of the chronically silent. To understand the silent, we have to look past behavior and look directly at biology. Every human brain has a baseline level of activity in the reticular activating system, which regulates arousal and switchboard-like functions. Extroverts have a low baseline. Their brains are naturally hungry for stimulation, pushing them to seek out loud spaces, lively debates, and constant conversation to feel alive. The chronically quiet person, however, operates on a completely different biological blueprint. An intensely quiet person often has a naturally high baseline of cortical arousal. Their brain is already highly alert, processing everything around them at a rapid clip. They don't stay silent because they lack thoughts. They stay silent because their internal processor is already running at 100% capacity. Further down the spectrum, we find a different psychological mechanism: social anxiety. Here, silence is not a peaceful choice, it's a shield. When a socially anxious person goes quiet, their brain's threat detector, the amygdala, has gone into overdrive. They're experiencing a subtle, prolonged version of the fight or flight response. Inside their mind, a hypercritical internal monologue is running on a loop. If I say this, will they think I'm stupid? Did I pronounce that word right? Why is everyone looking at me? In psychology, this is known as hypervigilance. The anxious brain perceives social rejection as a literal, physical danger. To protect itself from the pain of embarrassment or judgment, the brain deploys silence as a defense mechanism. If I don't speak, I can't fail. The person who never talks isn't empty. They aren't cold and they aren't broken. They're simply living on a different frequency. The next time you encounter someone wrapped in a blanket of absolute silence, don't rush to fill it with your own voice. Instead, try stepping into their world for a moment. Lower your volume, slow down your thoughts, and remember that sometimes the most profound things are the ones left unsaid. Are you someone who never talks? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.